Okay, I just got done putting on another coat of the rubber membrane and getting ready to backfill this area. And before I do, just wanted to point out one thing that I wish I would have done differently. And that has to do with this DIY footer that I created. So right here, you can see, yeah, it's totally fine. And but over here, it bulges out a little bit. And so just a little bit about the DIY footer that I put together. I actually used 1 foot by 8 foot pieces of this 2-inch foam, and I'll be reusing it underneath the room under the garage. And so because I'm reusing it, in essence, I view it as free. And then all the 2x4 frame that I used is also virtually free because I'll be reusing that in my walls. And so for the most part, the footer that worked really well right here was free. Now with that said, the 2-foot concrete stakes obviously did not hold in this area, and mainly that has to do with this is what it's like underneath this area to try to use a sledgehammer to get those 2-foot concrete stakes. And so in the areas where they did not hold, you can see it ended up with some bulging. I mean, nothing catastrophic, but it could have been bad. So if I were to do it over again, what I'd do is I'd get some of this electrical conduit, drill a hole at the top, drill a hole down at the bottom, and then screw that conduit into the 2x4 frames so that after, when I'm taking it apart, I can unscrew it from the 2x4 frames, and then the conduit is obviously cast in place. But that would have kept the bottoms from bulging out. At the top, I didn't have that problem because I had 1x2s that I had drilled across the form, and that kept it in place. So that's one thing that I would recommend to anyone who is dealing with extra wide forms like I did, because I had to do 42 inches wide because I've got over 1 million pounds of concrete that's going to be going up these 48-foot tall walls sitting on these footers. And so my structural engineer spec'd out 42-inch wide footers a foot tall. So anyone who's dealing with soil where it makes it so that it's hard to keep those custom forms together, this would be the solution to make it so that you don't end up with those bulges like I did.